push it, push it.
iSHi.
Push it, push it.
Yeah, I think we can agree that the sheep in need of a leader. Made a #1 was just a feature for Rita.
Hey everybody, it's your good buddy 650 Eve here, and we have unprecedented access to Jason Britton and his team for their stunt show. What's up, Ian?
What's up, what's up?
Awesome. Jason.
What up, what up?
You ready to go?
Yeah, ready to go.
Awesome, Jason.
Just about, we're getting there.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get set up here, capture some good footage. How you guys doing? Awesome. Gonna get some good footage of Jason and his crew doing their stunts, so stay tuned.
So to me with iSHi, I didn't need a believer. I'm a product of the post-sex Eskimo and the creeper. Jumping at the push.
So we got some awesome fans of Jason Britton here at the stunt show.
I love Jason.
You love Jason, he loves you too. And he's gonna give you an awesome show tonight.
Yeah.
So be sure to check this video out at 650 Eve on YouTube. Awesome.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Lamborghini Mercy, yo chick she so thirsty. I'm in that 2C Lambo with your girl, she tryna jerk. Okay, Lamborghini Mercy, yo chick she so thirsty. I'm in that 2C Lambo with your girl, she tryna jerk. Okay, Lamborghini Mercy, yo chick she so thirsty. I'm in that 2C Lambo with your girl, she tryna jerk. Okay, Lamborghini Mercy, yo chick she so thirsty. I'm in that 2C Lambo with your girl, she tryna jerk. Okay. Okay.
A big round of applause for Jason. Let him know you're out there. Yeah. I wish I could do that trick.
21st century, doing something mean to it. Do it better than anybody ever seen. Do it, scream from the haters. Got a nice ring to. Need this theme music. No one man to have all that power. The clock's ticking. I just count the hours. Stop tripping. I'm tripping off the power. Kill them. Broke that. The world's pump that. The world's
He can do that too. Hey Ian. Who wants to see Ian Gaines? Party hop. I don't think they're loud enough. I said, who wants to see his buddy hop? All of you, buddy.
Jason and Ian signing autographs for their fans after they completed their stunt show here at the Cleveland International Motorcycle Show 2016. And as we can see, there was lots of folks waiting eagerly to get an autograph. And Jason and Ian, being the kind guys that they are,
There you go, Jay. Nice
go out of their way to sign for their fans.
Denny, give me a shake.
Hey everybody, your good buddy Ebe here, hanging out with Jay.
What's up?
Some dudes kicking butt on his damn phone.
Yeah.
Jason Britton.
What up, what up, what up? Anthony Rumble Johnson just knocked out Ryan Bader. Good times already.
I'm ready.
And Big Swole Ian right
What's
there.
up, what's up? Just ordered my lumberjack slam, so I'm stoked.
We hungry.
I'm hungry.
And guess what? I finally found somebody that can bench press more than me. Big Ian right there.
Yeah, we'll be working a little bit.
Nice. So we just left the Cleveland International Motorcycle Show where Jason, Ian, and Jay had a nice performance there, and we got some good footage. But I want to have a quick conversation with Jason and the crew here while we wait on our food at one of Cleveland's premier restaurants, Denny's.
That's right, Denny's.
Denny's. I
We're
like
at
that.
Denny's,
Oh, it's a
bro.
French song.
We had a nice paved road when
Yeah,
we pulled in.
it was
See
nice.
that?
Oh, they're cracking on our roads. You guys have seen the roads in my
No,
videos.
no, it's weird because the roads by the nice restaurants are crap.
Terrible.
Yeah.
But the road by Denny's is nice. Yep, smooth sailing.
Interesting.
We tried a different restaurant, but they screwed up our reservation, and the roads up to that restaurant were just horrid. So, they're not used to that kind of stuff out in the West Coast.
Yeah, the roads were bad on my Ford Focus.
Oui.
Tore it up. We.
But I want to talk to Jason because I want to pick his brain and sort of ask him, Jason, how was it for you transitioning yourself from doing your stunts and smackdowns, if you want to call it that, on the streets to totally taking it off the streets and doing it on the level you do now?
I'll tell you, it was really, really simple. At the time, that was about 2000, the end of 2000, 2001, say, and my kids were small. You know, they were 7 and 6 years old, and I was doing a wheelie on 405 freeway next to a Suburban. There's about 5 kids in the back, couple rows of seats going, yeah, cheering me on. And I'm wheeling along, and I thought it was the greatest thing ever because I was doing my thing, my craft, entertaining people. And I got up to the driver's door, and the mom looks over and she goes, oh, and swerves the Suburban. And nearly lost control of Suburban, did not lose control.
Nice.
Thank God she managed to save it.
I'm glad.
But then I thought at that exact moment that could be my kids or anyone's kids on a play date and they lose their lives because I'm an idiot. Yeah. So right there, that was it. I was done riding the streets, doing wheelies and bringing people into I was done creating my own captive audience. Now I do shows where people choose to be there and where they're prepared for wheelies and mind-blowing stunts versus being forced into it and shocked and caught by surprise. So I'd rather have them in shock and awe from the tricks that we're doing rather than them being forced into it.
For sure.
Wow. How do you feel about that, Ian?
I feel the same way. For me, my transition came from losing friends. I lost friends in consecutive months in the summer, June, July, and August. I was riding with all of them when the accidents happened, and I kind of realized that it was high risk with a little bit of return, and I decided to find the parking lot. It's probably a better way to do what I wanted to do, be on one wheel and test the limits of the bike, but in a safe kind of a safe environment, closed environment. So same thing for me. Before I was even doing shows, I decided, hey, I need to get it off the streets because it's not worth it.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone has their own process, you know? Everyone has their own, whether they want to or not, they have their own way of getting there. They either grow up, they outgrow it, or they have something tragic happen, or, you know, they watch someone lose their life or they lose their life themselves, you know? I don't have anything against street riding. You know, how could I? You know, that's where I came from, but I was wise enough and had all of the responsibility to make that decision on my own without having something tragic happen to myself. I watched a lot of friends that it happened, bad things happen to, but it never happened to me, fortunately, and I'm still here to raise my family and my kids, you know, and be a family man and do my thing.
Nice. Yeah, and I think you hit it on the nose. Everybody has their process, and everybody, you know, sort of stops doing that and engaging in that behavior on their own terms. And that's sort of what I'm going through right now with my smackdowns and the way that I ride sometimes on the road, is that I'm trying to transition out of it, trying to do something different. And I think that hearing your stories from you and Ian definitely helps me come to terms with that. And I think it'll help me put my smackdowns on a closed circuit, you know, maybe something like the shift sector that you talked about.
It's a maturing thing, you know, and everybody matures at a different age. You might be older, younger, whatever, but we all mature at a certain age or time. And when you think about it, you know, you think you're just a guy that does these smackdowns and makes people laugh or has people interested in what's going on, but you got to look at it as you're a role model, man. You got subscribers, you got 2 small children that look up to you. You want your children racing down the street and risking their life?
No way.
No
No way.
You want them protected. That's what you brought them into this world for, is to protect them. And when you have that feeling like, man, I'm not protecting my kids, it's because you know, it's not that you're telling them that it's okay. You're inadvertently doing it without knowing that you're actually telling them that, you know. But you know, when your kids grow up, you know, and they're getting their own identity, and they get put in that position where they have to live up to 650 Eve's name and carry that on, do you want them to carry it on at the track where they're protected and they have safety checks and all that stuff? Or you want them racing in the street where they're not home at 2 o'clock in the morning when they're 16, 18 years old and able to go out and ride a motorcycle? You want to protect them. So that's where it changed. It was like a light switch. I mean, it wasn't like something that slowly happened. It just went click, and that was that. And when you're a good role model like that, you know, not only do your kids, not that your kids aren't stoked that you're their dad. There's probably, I saw your kid chewing on your face today, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, they love you to death, no matter what. But one thing, you'll be there for them. You know that. If you're doing things the right way, you'll be there for them. If you're not, and there's a road that's not blocked off and a car comes through and I mean, anything can happen. And even in a controlled environment, but it's a lot less likely. So you just have to think of it with the mentality that, like we do our shows and we got these kids watching us, man, they're enamored. This little girl, she was just in shock, just the whole time. She had to come to all the shows today and made her family and sit there, and the one kid hated the sound, but she ended up by the second show she was into it. She loved it. And I mean, it's just insane that that's how much influence we have, and they're now mimicking us. By the end of the second or third show, they're mimicking us. They're hopping around on the wheelchair. I mean, on the stroller.
Yeah.
They get on the striders, standing on the seats. I mean, it's instantaneous. You know, you have a reach that we can't even fathom having before because of the internet, YouTube, and social media, and all this stuff. I mean, we're having dinner, and people are going to be having dinner with us in a matter of days, probably.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's hard to imagine how quickly we can touch people's lives and you know, be a positive or negative role model.
Yep. Wow. Well said, Jason. Extremely well said. I'm touched by it. I don't really know how to respond to it other than to say that, you know, I've been working on transitioning out of the SmackDowns for some time now. For me, it wasn't really like a light switch. It probably should have been, but for me, it's been like, okay, I'm gradually moving towards
everyone
that.
progresses differently.
Yeah.
You know, everyone, you know, says, well, you know, I only do it here and there. I got this new, you know, whatever it is.
But there's definitely going to be less and possibly very little of the SmackDowns on the open road. We are making arrangements with certain tracks here in Ohio to try to get access to them so we can have our SmackDowns done in a controlled environment where there's less risk and where we can open it up to more people. There are a lot of people that respond and leave messages on my YouTube saying that, hey, they love seeing the bikes at full throttle, wide open, but they don't appreciate it being done on the open road. And if they had a venue where we could do it on a closed course, they'd participate and they'd be all for it. I also have other big name sponsors that I won't mention right now that want to participate in that, but they obviously won't touch it if it's on the road. So I just really want to make this video for my subscribers because I really do care about all of you. I really appreciate you. A lot of you have been there subscribed to my channel since it first began several years ago when all it was SmackDown. So I think I owe it to you to sort of give you this explanation as to why I'm going in a different direction. I really hope you can understand and stay subscribed and stay engaged, because there's going to be some fantastic material coming up. Not necessarily SmackDown related. Some of it might be on a closed course, but it's still something that I think you would appreciate and enjoy. So thanks for viewing this short video, and thanks for hanging out with the guys. And
it could still be a SmackDown. That's the thing. You know, we like it was whatever you want to call it, showing out in the street, or you know, trying to share my craft. That's what I was doing. I was just doing it on the freeway, and I could not. At the time that I was doing it, there was no way for me to capture an audience that wanted to be there, you know, because our wheelies weren't that slow where we could put them in a 150 by 40, 50 foot area. But we went out and we produced videos, you know, of our travels and everything that was going on, and it was all about the stunt life. This is a bike life, man. I mean, we're connected in so many different ways, whether people realize it or not, you know, that you see a motorcyclist stranded on the side of the road. As a motorcyclist, you're going to stop, even if you're in your car. You see a motorcyclist coming the other direction, you wave to them. It's a common courtesy. You see people in Hondas waving at each other. You know, you see people in Ford trucks waving at each other. There's no reason to. You know, they're not connected in their world by any kind of strand unless they ride motorcycles. Now, you might see a guy in a Honda that has a motorcycle driving by a motorcycle and wave, and then see the guy stop and then, you know, turn around and help him out because he just ran out of gas, or he knows he has a truck and he can load the bike and help the guy out.
Yeah.
But that's about the extent of it, you know. There's bikes, they're in the heart, you know, and it's a passion thing. And everybody that rides, you know, most of the guys that ride, they don't ride because it's like, oh, this is such a cool luxury. Oh, this is, you know, no. It's cold, it rains on you, you crash, you hit the ground, you break bones.
the roads are crap.
Yep, the roads might be crap. It's a passion thing. You know, you go out and you're willingly putting yourself in danger because you're passionate about it. And anybody that does that, whether they ride a Harley or a sport bike or Kawi, Yamaha, Suzuki, Honda, KTM, whatever it is, that we're connected. We're, you know, everyone says, oh, I know, don't dog me though, because I don't ride. I don't care, man. I don't care. We're one family. It's a small family too. People think this bike community is so big. It's pretty small. But we get, you see the support that we get that comes out. Harley riders, like every different type of rider comes out, watches the show, cheers us on, hangs out for autographs, takes pictures, hug, kissing babies, like all of it. You know, it's a family thing. And I've had fans that have been coming here and watching us ride and taking pictures since they were 5-10 years old, and they're 18, 20 years old now.
Wow.
And they're like, I've been watching you since I was a kid. You know, I've been coming out here, and they showed us pictures.
Yeah, we saw.
when they were small.
We saw the chronological order of the pictures. They had a full face.
That must be a great feeling.
It is, and it really shows you how much you touch people.
Yeah.
You don't realize it. You really do affect people. Things you say, decisions you
make. Like you're making this decision now, and you don't know who you're going to affect with that decision. There's someone who is up to you, and is following you, and excited about you. And you make a transition, and you may have saved their life.
Yeah, because they might have been like,
they may choose the same.
running the game in the street, you know. But you know, they're just trying to impress you, maybe. You know, they're just. You know, we had fans today that, oh, well, this guy said, well, I can do wheelies. They call me the Wheelie King. And he said, but I'm not as good as you. I said, keep praying. His girlfriend's like, no, you're not. You're not. You'll never be as good as. And I said, no, look you need to be on the team. I told her that to her face.
Yeah,
you need to be on the team. You need to tell him you're going to be better than him. You have to have a good support system, you know. That's what our team. That's why our team's so strong. You know, we got everybody supports everybody. This dude broke his legs in New York, and
December 10th, broke my legs.
What? On a stunt show?
Yeah, second show on Friday, the first day of ride.
Son of a.
Finished the weekend, but they were there for me. When it was over, when I couldn't walk anymore on Sunday, they picked me up and carried me to the car. Jason carried me to the airport, got me in a wheelchair, and I went back to Dallas from X-rays. And that was we
get it done, you know.
Wow.
And we do it with a smile. You know,
Yeah.
That is one thing I always notice. You're
Hobbling
always
to go and sign
smiling.
autographs and sitting there, and I go, I look over at him. I'm like, "You gonna make it?" And he's like,
Let's go.
Wow.
That's it.
"Do it, man." That adrenaline level that gets so high from like the high that the fans get from watching, we get from entertaining. So
Wow.
it drives you to do better. That's what, you got all these subscribers. Maybe they're driving you to be better. Maybe they're driving you to be a better, or I don't want to say better because I don't think you're a bad role model. You're not shooting video
Just
of running
evolving.
from the cops or going to jail or doing this or that. I mean, I think you're a good role model, but you're inspiring people to do better by making a change in yourself, So
Wow.
I support
jazzed.
it.
Oh, there you go. Say no more. Jason supports it. I support it. Our good buddies Jay and Ian support it. It's pretty much a done deal.
I'm sure your wife supports it.
Oh, she loves it. She wants me off those filthy streets doing SmackDowns ASAP.
Yeah.
And so do Adam and Aiden. And by the way, guys, always ask me when they see my videos, what does Adam First and Aiden One Productions mean? Well, those are my two kids. Adam is about 15 months, and Aiden is a little bit over 3 years old. So those youngsters mean a lot to me. So, well, anyway, where the hell's the food?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's coming.
Okay.
They were waiting for the interview to get done.
All right, well, there we go. Well, we're going to shut this down. We're going to wait for our food. Stay tuned for more videos. Bye-bye. See you later. Of course.
Nice. Thank you. Well, it was a great night at Denny's. Fine dining.
Is that like Tarjay?
Tarjay.
Nice. There goes some stunt riders for you. Future. Sweet. All right, guys. All right. Thanks, Jason, man. I appreciate it, man. Sweet.
So next time, hopefully see you tomorrow, Jay.
Yeah. I'm going to stop up there.
Take care, man.
You too, Ian. Thanks, man.
For sure.
All right, y'all. Be safe.
All right.
Later.